Welcome along to Does This Football Stand for this evening's Uefa Champions League group stage draw. 32 teams coming into the draw, and we will find out when they've drawn each pot who will be playing against who. Manchester United, Manchester City, Arsenal and Newcastle United, newcomers for this season. Excuse me. And burp, that's a good team, that. Manchester United all featuring in this draw. I'm Darryl Johnson, great to have your company for this evening. Looking forward to this. Obviously, then again, it's not going to be it's not going to be an easy group regardless of whoever Manchester United get, because United always get very tough groups because it's just Manchester United for you. Drop us a like on the stream. I'm looking forward to seeing who Bayern will get though today. I think that's going to be very, very interesting indeed. Welcome those who are joining us. Thanks so much for joining us today. Yeah, always fun these draws. But the only bad thing is they have so much faffing about and bloody chit chatting at every 5 seconds. It does really. It does really irritate me. So, the Champions League draw for the 2023 to 2024 season is going to be happening. Didn't do the Carabao Cup draw. No, I was out yesterday night, and Borough got Bradford, which I was chuffed about, to be honest with you. Quite enjoyed Bradford. I would have played the Champions League anthem by saxophone and piano.
Oh yeah, they just started playing it for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to listen to that. The woman said find out who to play next season. Well, I don't know why they're saying next season, because it's this season, so, at least get it right. Channel for the draw. The draw is on TNT Sports, originally BT Sports. It's the same, it's just got a different name now. Harv is joining us for the draw.
Yeah.
Well, we were just looking at the pots for this draw.
Yeah.
And really, I'd say pot 2 is probably stronger and has got some better teams than pot 1.
You could possibly say pot 2 is stronger, yeah. But when you do look at pot 1, it is a very strong pot. You've got very, very massive teams in there, as expected. Pot 2, there's a lot of English teams in there. There are a lot of English teams in there. But pot 3 and pot 4, really, are the teams that are like, you've got your PSVs, got your Celtics. I think Celtic is in. Yep, Celtic is in there.
Celtic's in pot 4.
Yeah. Got Braga as well, who's a decent Portuguese side, but they're not all that. But really, pot 2 and pot 1 are the main ones to really keep an eye on for this draw, definitely.
They've never done this before. They didn't have anything like this last season.
No, they
It's a new
didn't.
thing, 'cause literally just had all the chit chat and got on with it. But it was scheduled for the ceremony, etc., to take place from 5 p.m. today. Drops a like on stream if you haven't already done so. Get involved in the live chat, of course. Just to.
I was about to say, run over and kick that trophy over.
Yeah. Yeah, very good, very good. Didn't hear any of it.
No.
Oh, I've got some. Well, this one's nearly empty. I've got another one. 2 big cans actually. Well, one can that's not even open for the draw today. Up your nose!
Hey.
Right. The draw's hopefully going to start soon. But don't forget, obviously, between each pot, this is the daft thing. Between each pot, we have 1 or 2 awards that will be given out between each pot, which annoys me. Just to let you know, these are the regulations for the draw. The 32 teams that qualified for this draw, including the 6 teams that qualified from the very entertaining and enthralling playoff rounds, have all been split into 4 pots of 8. Pot 1 consists of the Champions League winners Manchester City, Europa League champions Sevilla, and of course the 6 champions of the domestic leagues, which obviously include Manchester City as well. There's another club in there that's
Only the Conference League champions win. Oh no, Conference League, Europa League.
So it's Europa League.
Ignore me. Ignore me. Ignore me.
Well done.
We don't talk about that, okay?
As I was trying to say before someone got it wrong. So we'll try that again.
Yeah, go on.
Right, we'll try again. After someone got it wrong. Anyways, welcome if you joined by the way, drop us a like. So this is what's going to happen. The 32 teams are featuring in this draw are all split into 4 pots of 8. There will be, of course, 8 groups, Group A to H, and each pot will be drawn at once. So pot 1 will be drawn first, and all the teams in that pot will be in. Well, at the end of the actual draw, will be first in the group. Then pot 2 will be second, pot 3 followed by pot 4, etc. But the standings in the actual table, once after the draw, they get the fixtures and the standings actually get regenerated, etc. by an automatically generated by a computer. So what you might see standing wise, so you might see obviously Bay and top. They could actually be second in the group depending on what the computer does. The 26 teams automatically qualified, as well as the 6 teams who came through the qualifying and won their playoff ties, including PSV, who smashed Rangers 5-1. 4 teams from England, Arsenal, Manchester City, and Manchester United, and also Newcastle, all featuring in this draw. Pot 1 consists of the holders Man City, UEFA Europa League winners, and 6 domestic champions as well. So obviously Man City are in there because they won the Champions League, Sevilla Europa League champions, and Barcelona, Napoli, FC Bayern, PSG, Feyenoord and Benfica are all the other 6 domestic champions. Of course, if Manchester City had not won the Champions League, then they would have been in pot 1 anyway. They would have been pot 1 as one of the domestic champions. Pot 2, 3 and 4 is decided by the UEFA Club Coefficient rankings, and of course no teams from the same league or association, as they call it, can play against each other due to UEFA regulations. Paired clubs from the same country will play on separate days, which include Manchester United and Manchester City. So United and City will not play on the same days, which means United will most likely be playing on Wednesday night, which is not ideal because a lot of the times I am out on Wednesdays. So there you go. Any other restrictions will be, of course, announced ahead of the draw. Pot 2, of course, consists of Real Madrid, Manchester United, Inter, Borussia Dortmund, Atletico Madrid, Leipzig, FC Porto and Arsenal. A reminder that teams in the same pot will not be playing against each other. So despite Man United and Arsenal being in the same pot, they will not be playing against each other. And even if United did end up playing against Arsenal, that would have to be in the quarter-finals, because you cannot play against anyone from your same league until the quarter-finals. Pot 3 consists of FC Shakhtar Donetsk, FC Salzburg, AC Milan, SC Braga, PSV Eindhoven, SS Lazio, Crvena Zvezda, otherwise known as Red Star Belgrade, and also FC Copenhagen. Pot 4 will consist of BSC Young Boys, Real Sociedad, Galatasaray, Celtic in the Champions League for the first time in a few years now. They're in the same one as Newcastle United as well. Erst FC Union Berlin, first time they're in the Champions League as well, they're debutants. While Antwerp into the Champions League for the first group stage for the first time in ages. And I think another debutant in this competition is RC Lens. So they're all the teams in there.
I can't remember the last time they were in the Champions League.
There's clubs that are paired. There is some clubs that are paired, which I will say. So there's different pairings here. So some clubs are paired and some clubs aren't. The clubs that are paired, Manchester City and Manchester United, are two paired English clubs. Pairing B is Sevilla and Club Atletico Madrid. Pairing C is Barcelona and Real Madrid. D is Napoli and Lazio, same leagues obviously. Bayern are pairing E with Borussia Dortmund, which basically these pairings mean that the teams that are paired can't play on the same days. So one has to be Tuesday and one has to be Wednesday, basically. Just to complicate things even more. To do the draw, please welcome the first person who's going to be doing the draw. It is It is a legend of the game who played 62 Champions League games for Barcelona, won the 2011 final, and also two-time Champions League winner. It is the one and only, the centre-back, Eric Abidal. And also to do the draw is another legend of the game for England. Uefa Champions League appearances, 57 appearances. A majority of them pretty much all with Chelsea. Scored 6 Champions League goals in his time. It is, of course, Joe Cole. So Joe Cole and Eric Abidal will be joining to do the draw.
What a player Abidal was, man. What a player.
Yeah, good centre-back, wasn't he? Really good centre-back back in the day.
What a defender. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was good centre-back in the day.
Yep. I think he played a mixture of as a full-back and a centre-back. He played a mixture.
Oh, Bisto.
Of course, Abidal won the Champions League against us.
Did we really expect to win it against Barca? Like, look at the Barca team. Like, you look at the Barca team 2011. And I think 2009. Were we really expected to win that? Yeah, no. Definitely weren't.
We did have a good game against them, but their team was too strong.
No, you've got the likes of Eric Abidal. You've got Lionel. You got Abidal, Lionel Messi. Don't forget, Messi back in the day was just unplayable.
Yeah.
You know. Let's have a look at the chat. I haven't actually gone through the chat. What an idiot. Newcastle are in pot 4, mate. It doesn't work like the FA Cup, so there is no numbers. It's just all pure luck. Pot 4 stronger than pot 3. Hello, gorgeous. I don't know what's got into Scotty B these days. The woman said find out who to play next season. That's nice. He was Mr. Doesn't Do Carabao Cup draw yesterday. That's a good name. TNT Sports, explosive action, Scotty. Indeed, yes. Pot 4's better than 3. That's twice you've said that now. I saw it the first time. They're going over City's campaign now. Yeah, of course they will. Where's your Donna Wrap tonight? No, I'm not having one at the moment. Local takeaway shop, 30 quid. Bucket of 12 legs. Whose legs are? That's what I want to know. 4 chips, 2 garlic breads, both 10-inch. 4 donuts, 2 large Donners, and a bottle of drink, 30 quid. That's not too bad, because I bet the bucket of 12 legs isn't exactly cheap either. Oh, there he is. Here he is. It's the guy who I like to call the Italian Sven-Goran Eriksson. It's is it Marchetti? Is that his name? Can't remember what it's called now. Is it Marchetti? I don't know. Has it started? They are about to do it. Yeah, always him, isn't it? Dazza must be a Lons fan because he's wearing them. He's got a suit on the bright white trainers and yeah, I'm wearing gags, mate. Didn't want to. I thought I'd make a spectacle of myself today. Could have given me a heads up, you noisy kid. I went straight down my ear hole. You what? Sorry. As it started, no, it's just about to be started. It's on TNT Explosive Sports, as we like to call it. I thought it was Leicester manager. Comment above. You thought it was Claudio Ranieri. To be honest, he does. I mean, well, certainly he's changed his glasses now. With them glasses, he definitely does look like Claudio Ranieri, but it's not. It's not him. He does look like him though, but it's definitely not him.
I can kind of see it.
I'm surprised Arsene Wenger's not joined Uefa yet. He's the FA president or something, isn't he? FIFA, sorry. FIFA president or something.
Like
He's got glasses on, he'll be biased to Lons and wig the draw. Or to Lens, yeah. Well, I'll lend you that joke. Okay. This is the boring part, is going through all the regulations, which I have already said, but for anyone who did actually miss it, this is the regulations for this draw. 32 teams, of course, enter this round, with 26 automatically qualified, 6 teams coming through from the qualification rounds, with obviously including with PSV Eindhoven, Royal Antwerp, also I'm trying to think who else was it. Young Boys, Galatasaray, and who's the other one who went through from the Young Boys, Galatasaray, Royal Antwerp. Didn't Braga Braga as well? Braga qualified. PSV Eindhoven, and I think FC Copenhagen. So that was all of them. This is the regulations here. So the 32 teams split into 4 pots. Pot 1 consists of the Champions League holders Manchester City, the Europa League winners Sevilla, and the other 6 teams are domestic league champions, with Feyenoord entering in pot 1. Now, teams like Manchester City and Manchester United will be in different groups. Because obviously there's a lot of paired teams. So Manchester United and Manchester City obviously will have to be in different groups. So Manchester City, for example, if they get drawn into Group A, then Manchester United will have to be drawn into either Group E, F, G or H. It's all this pairing crap. It's really, really confusing. Pots 2, 3 and 4 are decided by the UEFA Club Coefficient rankings, and obviously no teams can play against each other from the same league, which puts Manchester City and Manchester United out. Bayern cannot play against Dortmund either, and obviously all these pairings and all that jazz. Newcastle United are actually paired up with a team. They are paired up with Arsenal, and the paired teams basically have to go in obviously in different groups, obviously, but they have to play different days. So Arsenal and Newcastle will not be allowed to play on the same day. So Newcastle will have to play maybe Wednesday, Arsenal Tuesday, Manchester City Tuesday, Man City Wednesday, etc. It's all this pairing stuff. It's so complicated these days, to be honest with you, but there you go. It is one of those things. Drop us a like on the stream if you haven't already done, so that'd be great. Certain teams from certain countries can't play against each other. No, that was only when the Russian teams win. It was teams from Ukraine and Russia cannot play against each other. However, there is no Ukrainian, and well, there is a Ukrainian team in there, but there's no Russian teams in there now because Russia have been completely kicked out of the UEFA competitions. Once the draw's completely done, and they've done all 4 pots, and all the awards in between, then what will happen is the Champions League supercomputer, as it's probably going to be called, will basically jumble the teams up and will place them in probably different positions. So what you'll see when the draw's on is not necessarily going to be the order that the teams are going to be in the actual group stage, because you could have Bayern from pot 1 ending up third in the group before the actual start of it. It just all depends. It just all depends at the end of the day. Looking forward to seeing who Bayern and United get. It'll be interesting to see who Newcastle get, actually, because I think Newcastle might be in for a tough tie, you know.
Yeah, I think they will.
PSG, obviously. Mbappe, still with them. He's the only one that's doing anything for them, and they're still struggling in the league at the minute. Benfica, people are saying that Benfica will be an easy tie. No chance.
I don't think so.
Benfica's not going to be an easy tie.
No.
Feyenoord away is probably the toughest tie you could get. Really, it's one of the toughest ties you could get away at Feyenoord. There's no easy ties whatsoever, especially if you're away from home in this pot. I think probably at the minute, the easiest team probably in the group, believe it or not, I'm going to say Barcelona. I don't think Barcelona are exactly brilliant.
It depends, really.
They've been really poor.
No. If you're thinking of a team, I'd say PSG now.
I know. Well, PSG as well, I suppose.
PSG's
Yeah.
team are so much.
Joe Cole's likely to give United a bad draw. It's weird, but I want Napoli to win it. Fair enough. I mean, I thought Napoli were going to win it last season, to be honest. New Fever's out next month. Are you getting it? Yeah, I've already pre-ordered that. Be a long way for the away fans who travel to Newcastle. Yeah, they'll need to take a pair of binoculars. FC Bayern, is that Chupo? Oh yeah, it's Chupo. Oh yeah, Chupo, he's bloody rocket. FC Bayern are the first team out. They go immediately into Group A. This is a straightforward one, really. Whatever order the balls come out is whatever order they come out is what group to go in. Sevilla FC will be the next team out, and they will be going into Group B. The Europa League winners back into the Champions League again, only to get knocked out in the group stage and back into the league that they crap on every 5 seconds. Certain teams, that's what I've seen that. United Arsenal quarters, I reckon. Now we'd probably lose at that. Did you look at how he played with the balls? Dear me. No. Who's this next out? Napoli. Yeah, they had a really good campaign last season. I thought they were gonna potentially get to the. I thought they were potentially gonna get somewhere, but unfortunately for them, they just didn't.
They slipped up sadly, but honestly, Napoli team looks really good. I really like the look of Napoli. Kvaratskhelia, Osimhen, they've got.
Osimhen, yeah, they are a class side. They really are a class team.
They are a very good side, yeah.
Very, very good team.
I like the look of that team quite a lot.
It'll be interesting when the actual when pot 2 onwards happens, because that's when things get very entertaining. Feyenoord will go into Group E.
Yep.
So that's that decided at least. So they'll go into Group E. Means United will be A or D, as City will be in the blue group. Yep, that's exactly what will happen, because it's daft. Which is bad news for me, because it means United have a 25% chance of getting Bayern.
Mm-hmm.
Which is annoying.
Yeah,
so
that is very annoying.
It does mean that Group A to D, Manchester United will get either Bayern, Napoli, Sevilla.
Oh, fucking Sevilla again.
Language, mate. How many times have I told you? I told you this earlier. Every time.
You might as well just expect it every single time. You might as well just.
Yeah, but every time that happens, I end up losing half my monetization because of it.
Why?
because it's supposed to be PG. It keeps coming up with bad suitability and stuff when there's language on it. I don't know why. It's I'm not gonna lie, it's balmy, but whatever. I always ask for a bloody review anyway of it. You know, because it's annoying. Right, pot 1 is done. We are going on to pot 2 now. So Manchester United in pot 2 can get either Bayern, Sevilla, Napoli or Benfica. For goodness sake, please do not let Bayern get United.
I would take...
There's languages on every stream, Daz. You speak in them all.
Sevilla, Benfica or Napoli.
Please just beat anyone. I mean, even if, to be honest with you, even if it's Sevilla, I don't care. Please avoid Group A.
By the way, you able to show me your screen through the phone? I want to see this.
Well, obviously I can't show the stream, but
yeah, you can't show the stream, but you can show it through the phone.
My phone's on 11% as well, so a bit.
Oh dear! Oh no!
Oh no! Pot 2. Oh, are we not doing the awards? Oh.
We're not doing the awards today.
Are they not doing the awards? Whoa!
Oh no!
Bye!
Bye! Bye!
Oh.
You might just have to do it like this.
Oh, whatever.
You might just have to hold it.
Whatever, mate. I'll have to have a look at the chat on here then. Okay. Drop the like on stream, you haven't already done so. This is pot 2. Alright, first team in pot 2 then is BVB, Borussia Dortmund. They will go into either Group E, F, G or H.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if they get fucking Man City then.
Please give them PSG. That'll knock them out.
If they get PSG, that would be...
If they get PSG, bye-bye, hopefully.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Come on, slaphead. Let's see what we get here. Borussia Dortmund are the first team out. They go into one of the blue groups due to the parents. With Bayern being in Group A, they have to go in E, F, G or H. They're going into Group F, which is with PSG. Yes. Good. I love that. Lovely. Dortmund taking on PSG.
Happy days.
Group F, as he says. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Arsenal.
Give them Bayern.
If they get Bayern Munich, that would be so funny.
Arsenal can go in any of the groups other than Group G because of Man City. So they're open to any group, as Newcastle don't come out until pot 4. So Arsenal can go in any group. Oh, do you know? Give them Barcelona.
Hey, give them Barca.
Give them Barcelona. That will be one heck of a tie.
Bayern or Barca, please.
Oh, give Arsenal Bayern. That would be a cracking tie though if Arsenal play Bayern.
I would actually...
Be a cracking tie if that happens.
Or give them Napoli.
Oh, Arsenal are playing Sevilla. Ooh,
That's a tough one.
that's difficult.
At least we haven't got Sevilla for once.
That's a difficult one. Very difficult one for Arsenal, that is.
Finally, we're actually not getting Sevilla for once. Bloody hell, it's a miracle.
Don't speak too soon. The next team is Atletico de Madrid. Atletico Madrid. Can only go in either Group F or Group E or Group G. Oh, Man City Atletico again, be interesting.
That would be an interesting one.
You know what's going to happen is United are going to get Bayern.
So Man City,
United are going to get Bayern. It's going to be screwed over this. I just know.
Yeah,
It's going to be screwed. Oh, City are lucky. Atletico Madrid will be taking on Feyenoord. Oh, that's difficult.
yeah, that's a
That is a tough away game for Atletico, that, because Feyenoord away is not an easy place to go.
Yep. That is very, very tough, that. Okay.
United.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go, United.
Here we go. So who can we get? Let's have a look.
Any of the first four, other than B.
So
Napoli, Benfica.
If we get Bayern, I swear to God. If we get
How do you think I'll feel?
Oh, no. It's A as well, aren't they? They're A. Don't give us A. I swear to God, they're going to bring it, aren't they?
Oh.
For fuck's sake.
You couldn't write it.
Oh, you couldn't fucking write it at all. Oh my God. Why are we getting
Well,
Bayern?
I hate to tell you this, but United will lose at Bayern.
Fucking
Oh no.
That's horrible. That is horrible. I want to see what Mark Roberts says about that.
He'll call it rigged. For fuck's sake.
Mark Goldbridge is happy with it. He wanted Bayern.
Brilliant. That's going to be a neutral stream.
Mark Goldbridge is happy with it.
That's going to be a neutral stream if I even do it. I'm hoping it's on a day that I'm not available. Hopefully that tie is when Boa's at home or Boa's on Sky Sports. You pain in the asses.
I can't see the screen.
You don't want to. So Inter going on to Inter playing against Benfica. Mate, I'm literally gonna get. All I'm gonna get is pounded with bloody messages now. Oh, for goodness sake! That's the worst possible tie. Half and half scarf. Don't think so. I don't think so. That's definitely gonna be a neutral stream. That 100%. If I even do it, because hopefully I'm hoping Boa's actually at home when they're playing.
You can tell that they definitely rigged that. You can tell that they rigged that. 100%. There's
Always
no
the
way.
case.
There's no way.
Oh, Man City! Ah, for goodness sake! It's gonna be
Man City got Leipzig.
that's gonna be another 8-0 again, isn't it? Gonna be another
Yeah, probably.
8-0, isn't it?
Yeah. But to be honest,
I can't believe that Manchester.
To be honest, though, I can understand why some Man United fans are happy with it because so at least then they get to see where they are.
At least we get to see how crap United will do against Bayern. Because let's be honest,
That's the thing.
United, I'm afraid, are gonna get absolutely slaughtered, just by Bayern's attack. Because there's no way in a million years I can't see United winning at Bayern. I'm not.
I'm winning the Bayern.
You know, I'm not trying to be a knobhead to United fans. I'm not trying to be a knobhead to United fans, I'm afraid, but it is quite true. I'm not, there's no way that, there's no way United will win it. United might get something, United might win at Old Trafford, potentially, but I can't see United winning at the Allianz. To be honest, because Bayern are normally very good.
Mate, Real Madrid and Napoli in the same group. That is a very tough one to predict. That.
That's the worst
That's gonna be a
possible
really good game.
outcome for me.
That's gonna be a really good game. That.
I'll tell you what, though, what a match that's going to be, though.
Oh, mate, imagine if we get AC Milan.
Oh, there you go. Harry Dottie's messaged me saying, United v Bayern, not what you wanted. No, worst possible outcome. I'm hoping that the games take place when Bo's at home or whatever, and I'm not here. So, because why does that have to happen? At least United won't get Bayern in the knockouts, unless they get to quarterfinals. Shakhtar, the first team out of pot 3, by the way now. For goodness sake.
Who was the first one? Is it Copenhagen?
No, I never said Copenhagen. I said Shakhtar.
Sorry, I'm listening to Mark Goldridge as well, and he was talking about Copenhagen.
I don't know what he was on about then. Yeah. Mark Goldridge said he wanted that. Well, I mean, it's a cracking tie. It is a cracking tie for you. It's a cracking tie for United, especially. But
for a neutral, that's a very cracking tie. Just saying now.
From my perspective, worst possible tie.
Yeah.
So, where are Shakhtar Donetsk going? Into Group H with Barcelona and Porto.
Nay, you might as well just give Barcelona top spot right now.
I don't know. I think Porto will beat them.
Really?
Benfica smashed them 4-0 last season?
Yeah, but
Then again, they did have the group of death.
I think Barcelona's team is still kind of strong. I'm just saying that now.
Caverna Zvezda, please do not give them to Manchester City, because it will just sum up the draw. If Manchester City get Caverna Zvezda, it is definitely
rigged.
It's definitely rigged in City's favour. This. They've already got Leipzig, who just smashed 8-0 last season.
Man City are paying money to rig the draw because they've got enough money as it is.
They've gotten very low, not much in the way of views, despite such a good thumbnail. Bit annoying. Never mind. Then again, I reckon the views will go up because people will want to see my bloody reaction. Furr. Oh, shock. I give up. I absolutely give up. They've got City.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
I absolutely give up. I shouldn't have bloody spoke. I should have just known it would happen. Stop crying, famous man. Tell me how you feel right now. Oh, I am a bit annoyed. Oh no, this is PSV. This is PSV Eindhoven. This, and they can go in any of the first 4. I literally did predict. I was literally saying to Liam, so it'll probably be. Okay, it's not. I was thinking it might toughest group possible. Really, is Bayern, Man United, PSV, and probably Celtic. Because we can get Celtic. PSV are in Arsenal's group. That's going to be a tough group. That is a tough. I tell you what, Arsenal probably do okay in that group, but it will not be easy for them. AC Milan. This is where we get Milan.
Realistically, that is not.
Oh no! Oh good. They can't go in our group because of Napoli. Good. So they can go in Group E or Group F. Oh. Go in Group F, and that's PSG, Dortmund, and Milan. Go in Group F. Go in Group F. Oh, well, unscrew your balls, mate. I could have done it quicker. Yes!
Come on.
Dortmund are in for a tough ride.
Oh, happy days.
Group F.
Yeah.
Dortmund are in for a bloody difficult.
I think that'll be the group that I'm definitely going to keep an eye on.
That's going to be a tough one. They are in for a tough game. Dortmund are in for a tough group there.
One of them teams is going to go into the Europa League.
FC Salzburg. Now, Bayern played FC Salzburg the other season, actually, and smashed them like 7-1 or something in the end. Yeah, after drawing 1-1 away. Something like 8-2 on aggregate. I'd still hate to beat them. But watch Salzburg don't go into our group. FC Salzburg, go on, big group A, because that'll be an interesting one.
I'll take Salzburg.
Oh, of course not. Group D.
Group D.
Hang on, who's still left?
Benfica
Hang on.
and
Benfica, Milan, and Benfica, Inter, and Salzburg. Yeah, they've lost.
See, that's an interesting.
Right,
group.
who's
That's
left?
an interesting group.
Oh no, who's the only one that we'll really get? We can't get I don't think we can get Lazio. That's all I'll say. That's Lazio. I don't think we can get Lazio because of the parents. No, they go straight into Group E with Feyenoord and Atletico.
Jesus. Mate, these are mad.
Feyenoord, Atletico, and Lazio. Well, I think Josh Fusion will be crapping himself, but he'll be like, what a bloody group this is.
Man, that's a mental group.
I think we're gonna get Copenhagen.
I don't mind. I wouldn't mind Copenhagen, to be honest.
Well, who's left? It's Copenhagen or
I don't know, actually.
it's Copenhagen or Braga.
Braga, we faced them 10 years ago.
Tell you what though, they have got, quite frankly, one of the most unique and probably one of the best stadiums in the world. It's literally attached. Their stadium is attached to a cliff. Oops. Well, hey, we got Copenhagen. We'll take that. Sorry, disappeared. We got Copenhagen.
Yeah, I'll take Copenhagen. I'll take it. That's
So
not bad.
Germany and Denmark
That's
for
not bad.
United. And SC Braga will be playing in Group. Oh my God! Look at that. Group C with Napoli and Real Madrid.
Do you know what? I wonder if Newcastle can still go in there.
Oh, you imagine that Newcastle, Real Madrid at the.
Mate, imagine Newcastle.
Well, all I will say, right, is well, pot four's going to come up in a minute.
That would be ridiculous.
Newcastle cannot go in. Well, what group are Arsenal in? They in group. Are they in Group B?
Aren't they?
They're in Group B, right? So Newcastle can go either Group E, Group F, or Group H. So either way, they're gonna get. If they get Group H, it's Barcelona. Group F, it's PSG. Group E is Feyenoord and I think Atletico Madrid. I think they'll want It would be just typical for Newcastle to get PSG. The two oil clubs against each other.
Oh, yeah.
Just like in the EFL Cup, City and Newcastle oil fords. C and F are the groups of death. Well, we don't know who United are going to get. United cannot get FC Union Berlin. Do you know what I think's going to happen?
Oh, don't give us young boys again, for God's sake.
No. I don't think we'll get. Do you know who I think we're going to get?
Real Sociedad.
No, I'll tell you who I think we're going to get. The
Oh,
Jocks. I think we're
Yeah,
going to get the Jocks. I think we're going to get Celtic.
Imagine if we got Celtic. Imagine. That would be sick.
Celtic
We haven't
versus
faced
Bayern.
Celtic since 2007.
Bayern v Celtic would be entertaining.
I wouldn't mind Celtic versus Bayern.
Do you know the annoying thing is? Do you know what the irritating thing is? Is Bayern and United are both going to be playing the same night.
That's harsh.
So now what am I going to do? Because
Dude, I would either take...
unless one of them kicks off at 5:30 or whatever, then
Trust me,
I'm only. Then
realistically,
realistically I'll be doing United because, you know, I've always said that if an English team's playing like United, I would do them on the stream. I would do them over Bayern on the stream.
Samuel said Celtic are Irish, Daz. Huh? Are you alright, Samuel?
Oh no, no. Celtic are Scottish, but all their fans are mainly Irish. They are Irish, but there you go. You having fish and chips tonight? No, that's what I had for dinner actually in town. Group D has been decided. Real Sociedad. Oh, Jesus. Copenhagen win the league and the cup in the same season. Really? Fair enough. Ranieri doesn't look chuffed, does he? Yeah, here we go. Newcastle. Here we go.
Alright, who are they gonna get?
So they are going into either Group E, Group F, or Group H. Where are Newcastle going to go? I reckon.
B? Did you just say B?
No, E, F,
B, okay,
or H.
B. Fucking
They
hell.
can't go in Group B because of Arsenal, mate.
I know. I was wondering, like, B? Fuck, they can't go in there.
EastEnders going on next door. Go on, who's Newcastle playing? Newcastle are going to the Parc des Princes.
Oh, what a
That Group F is easily the best group in the tournament. Group F, Paris Saint-Germain, Borussia Dortmund, AC Milan, and Newcastle United.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's the best group I've seen in a long, long time.
Newcastle are travelling to Paris, Milan, the San Siro, and the Signal Iduna Park. Three of the biggest stadiums in Europe. Well, apart from the Parc des Princes isn't exactly that big, but you know.
What's the group?
Oh my. Two Champions League. No, sorry, no. One Champions League winner and two teams that bottled the final. I believe. Well, certainly in the last couple of years. Group F looks cracking, by the way. Come on, Sam. Or Baldy, whatever you want to call him. Group A. Who's this joining us? United are off to Turkey.
We got Galatasaray.
Galatasaray.
Ooh.
Oh my god. What a... Oh my god. That is probably one of the toughest groups that United could have. Maybe Copenhagen.
Galatasaray.
Copenhagen, United should definitely win against Copenhagen.
When did we last face Galatasaray?
Galatasaray away though. Bloody hell.
Galatasaray away is a hard one, man.
Galatasaray away is going to be difficult. Who's Erst FC Union Berlin? That's the first time in this. It's the first time in this tournament. Oh, what a group to go into if you're a new team. Napoli, Real Madrid, Braga and Union. That's tough. Yeah, Jesus. No. Galatasaray for United. Who are young boys going to be playing?
Oh wait, there's one match that plays for Galatasaray.
Oh, do you know what's going to happen? Young boys will go into Group G, and Man City will have Leipzig, Red Star, and Young Boys. I know that's going to happen. Hello, Harry Potter. Oh, that's not up. Ah. You. I should have bloody known it. What did I just say? Man City. Oh my god.
Oh, no way.
It's the most. I'm sorry, but it's the most rigged draw you ever can see. Man City get piece of P times. That's easy. If they don't get 18 points out of 18, they're embarrassing. That's just so bad. That is. Of course, City get the easiest group possible. That's a piece of P. Got to help Newcastle, yeah. That is a piece of P for City. Young boys, Red Star, and bloody... Celtic. Oh, they could get Barca again. Didn't they get Barcelona in the group stage last time they played? And got knocked out. Mark Geggs are dirty. Oh, they're in Group E, right. Oh!
No, Juan Mata doesn't play there anymore.
Celtic going to Group E, by the way. Was that a ghost your door just shut? No, my sister came in to grab something.
Group E.
It's gone back out. Up your nose. Aye, and up yours as well.
So they've got Feyenoord, Atletico Madrid and Lazio. That's a tough group for them.
I know. And Royal Antwerp have got, oh dear, Barcelona, Porto and Shakhtar.
Royal Antwerp.
That's the end of the draw, that. Oh, for goodness sake.
It's Royal Antwerp's first season in the Champions League.
I'm just no. These are the results of the draw. And I am miffed. Bayern Munich, Manchester United, FC Copenhagen, and Galatasaray is Group A. Jesus Christ.
Mate, Lens are in with Arsenal. Woo.
Ooh. Group B is Sevilla, Arsenal, PSV, and Lens. That's a difficult group for Arsenal, that. Group C, though.
We've got a good team.
Group C, there's some cracking Group C about it. Group C, Napoli, Real Madrid, Braga, and FC Union Berlin. SL Benfica, Inter Milan, FC Salzburg, and Real Sociedad. In Group D. In Group E is Feyenoord, Atletico de Madrid, SS Lazio, and Celtic. And in Group F, what a group this is, Paris Saint-Germain, Borussia Dortmund, AC Milan, and Newcastle United.
I agree with Sam, by the way. That is the best group I think I've ever seen in the Champions League. That's the best group I've ever seen. I don't think anything tops that. That's incredible. Honestly, incredible.
I don't know if you've answered this, but I couldn't really care less, really. To be honest with you, mate, United need the wins more than anything. Certainly this season. Bayern, no, it's going to be a difficult one. It's a difficult one because really I see, like, the likes of Liam probably, and other United fans will disagree, but I think United don't stand a chance at the Allianz. United will not win at the Allianz, I don't think. However, I have a feeling they might win at Old Trafford. So it's a difficult one. It's a tough situation, this, because I've not had this.
It's a really tough group. That's a really tough group.
What? Yeah, it can do. My mum's shouting me. My mum's shouting me from outside the house. Me and her having a conversation through the window.
Why does Man City have to get that easy fucking groups now?
Yeah, that's annoying. Man City, Leipzig, Cavernas Festa, Young Boys. We don't talk about that group. That's going to be easy. And Barcelona, Porto, Shakhtar, and Royal Antwerp for Group H. Group E, Group A, Group E, Group F. Going to be some cracking groups. There's some really good groups in that, but all I'm going to get is constant messages tonight. Mugs. Who gets out of Group F? Believe it or not, I think Newcastle will get out of Group F. I think Newcastle and... I mean, you'll disagree, but whatever. But I think PSG get knocked out.
PSG's team is very weaker than...
because PSG are not... PSG are really, really poor. They look poor. Even in the league. They're struggling in the league at the moment. They just look poor. So, really, I think mean, I'd love PSG and Dortmund to go out. I don't see Dortmund. I don't see it. But if I was going to pick anything, Newcastle and AC Milan. But I don't think it'll happen. But you never know. You never know these days. Stranger things have happened. But I think really, I don't know if United get through that group. Personally. Because really, I mean, Copenhagen is the game, realistically, United should definitely get 3 points from. Galatasaray at home, United should win against. However, I think United will be lucky to get 3 points off Bayern. Copenhagen, United should get 6 points from. Galatasaray may get a point away or something, but I think really, if anything's going to happen, it'll be Man United and FC Bayern through to the knockout stage, and then thankfully, I don't have to put up with Bayern and United playing against each other, unless they both get through the quarterfinals and draw against each other, which I don't see it. Arsenal have got a tough group, though. I mean, I think really Arsenal, I think will probably just scrape through. But I reckon they'll go through with PSV. I reckon Sevilla will be back in the Europa League, where they belong. Napoli, Real Madrid, Braga and FC Union Berlin. Sorry, Union, but shoes. Bye-bye, because I don't see them going through. I think we all know Napoli and Real Madrid should go through there. Group D, Benfica and Inter, really. I mean, Salzburg are not particularly great. I don't rate Salzburg. And Sociedad aren't a bad team, but I don't think they'll go through. Celtic will lose their group, another fact. Believe it or not, I think Feyenoord and Lazio go through. I think Atletico are in the Europa. If I'm being honest, I think it'd be very nice to see some different teams through. Group G, Crvena and Young Boys to go through. No, that's never going to happen. Man City and Leipzig, definitely. I think we all know that. And then Group H, Barcelona and Porto. So, but having said that, anything can happen. But we've seen some really unpredictable things in the Champions League. I mean, I don't think anyone really would have predicted Inter Milan to get to the final. And I don't think anyone would have predicted Napoli to get as far as they did. So, it's hard to say at the minute. I don't know. We'll see what happens anyway.
Oh, shit! Sandro Tonali's playing against his former club.
Ha ha!
I just realised
Hang on, he signed permanently, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yep, so he doesn't have to go by the loan rules.
That's crazy, man.
You love to see it. Yeah, I think...
Yeah.
I think really, I mean, obviously, you know how I feel about the United draw. So I'm a bit miffed. But, I'll tell you what, that will be one heck of a tie.
Yep.
Just unfortunate for me. The only game I can see United definitely getting 3 points against, or probably 6 points against, really, is Copenhagen. I think at home, I reckon United can beat. I reckon United might get something. I think they might get something against Bayern at home. Away at the Allianz Arena, I don't see it. At home to Galatasaray, I can see United winning, personally. But at Galatasaray, it's completely difficult. Very difficult game. In fairness, I could probably see United getting probably at the most. I can see them getting at the most probably about 13 points. I don't see them winning all 6. It won't happen, probably, let's be honest. So, frustrated at that, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Well, thanks to all, not many of you, but thanks to the people who have tuned in. Not many in the stream, but then again, I think a lot of people are it is one of them things. I think a lot of people are sort of either watching it on their own, or a lot of people are just. Oh, well, then again, there's loads of people that are streaming it, so I'm not surprised that we've got naff all in the way of views, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm sure the views will go up. The views will probably go up a bit later on today and probably throughout the week. That's it for me, though. I will not be back on YouTube now until... Let me have a look, see... So obviously is there anything on that day? No. What's on that day to be announced? Would be to be announced, wouldn't it? Let me have a look, see what's... Guardiola's got the manager of the year, which does not surprise me at all.
That doesn't surprise me.
To be honest, if he hadn't have got it, it would have been a bit of an injustice. I will say, if Messi gets Player of the Year, it is an injustice. Because he has done absolutely nothing whatsoever. I'll have to have a look at the Sky Sports fixtures, because I can't remember what the fixtures were for that day. For the for that week. Because obviously I'm disappearing on my travels for a bit. And I'll be having a break. Ha ha ha! Serena Wiegmann's got the manager of the year for the women's. Well, I mean, the only game England lost really was that final, and the only thing they lost was the final. But at the same time, although no, it's not about the World Cup really, is it? Because this is UEFA. The World Cup's the World Cup's FIFA. So UEFA only do really with the Euros and stuff. So yeah, I mean. She's done well actually, but just unfortunately we didn't end up winning the World Cup. Which, in fairness, though, I thought I didn't think really England deserved to win the World Cup. If I'm being honest, if I'm being brutally honest, because I thought they rode their luck a lot. Don't forget the Europa League and the Conference League draws are tomorrow, but I won't be available for them. I'll be back in the middle of September. I'm just gonna have a look, see. Oh, excuse me. Have a look and see. If there's anything on... Oh, we'll be into the international break still, won't we, when I come back? Now what? Oh, England are playing Scotland on that night. I go. Right. I know Germany are playing France. England are playing Scotland, actually, on the 12th, so most likely I'll be streaming that. So I'll probably be back on the 12th. For everyone on YouTube, with most likely England travelling to Scotland, so England playing Scotland away. But that's the next time you'll see me on the channel. Thanks everyone for your support this month. I'll see you in the middle of September. Have a fantastic day. Bye.